Hey guys, and welcome back to the series. Now a little bit's happened since the last episode. I've decided to push my luck and I've set up a little farming base in the redwoods up on a tree platform. Even if we only get a couple farming runs out of it, it'll be worth it because it took me nearly no time to put this up. Because 1.5 kicked in, as you probably already know. Which also meant the burb is done. Yay! On some unfortunate news, we did lose the wolf though. Basically I got fucked up by a Kentro that wasn't even actually trying to get me. It just kind of picked me up when it swung at something else, and I got back in time to actually save it, but a scorpion was stinging the wolf and the poison ended up actually killing the wolf. That's how low its health was when I got it off the Kentro. So it's a bit of a rip there, but it's not the end of the world. We've got a bird now. I also tamed an iguanodon, so I've been going pretty hard on narcotics. Now before we really get into the whole video, I want to just let everybody know that I've made a Facebook page too if people want to follow me there. Like I have the Twitter, but I feel like Facebook is a little bit underused because I don't hardly know anybody that has a Twitter account. Where I can guarantee I can walk down the road and ask everybody I pass, and they've pretty much got a Facebook account. So if you'd like to follow me there, and if you do have Twitter, follow me there too if you'd like. But I mostly just use Twitter for keeping up with developers and stuff like that. But if you actually want to interact with me, and see maybe a little bit of what's actually going on outside gaming, then you should probably just follow me on my page. I'll leave it here, or I'll put a link in the description to it of course. It'll be here somewhere anyways, so if you do wish to follow me, that'll be there. Now what we're doing here is we're just going to make a fabricator, and I'll slap a vault down in here. I'm not too fussed if it gets wiped, as I said. Took me next to no time to do because of 1.5. And then we're going to basically spend the day trying to farm out some C4. I might even try to get an Anki. I'm not really sure where I'm going to put it because I probably won't leave it in here in case it does get wiped. Buildings are easy to rebuild, but taming shit is a pain in the ass. But that's not even certainty yet. We might not tame an Anki yet. I've got the kibble for it thanks to the donation of the dudes on Rag. But we'll finish up the setup real quick. Might set up a little cage, go put the Anki down, put a timer on, and when it's ready we'll go smash the kibble on it. And if we get an Anki, we get an Anki. If not, we don't. We're going to have a shit ton of metal if we do, that's for sure. One thing you might have noticed is I finally got a tiered pick. And basically how that came to be is I went around last night and I killed a bunch of alphas. I found a heap of carnos and quite a few raptors, and I just chewed into those with the RG, trying to level that up a bit, and myself of course. And pretty much everyone that I killed gave me a pick of some sort. There we go, that's nothing super special, but that's a good start. We just need a vault now. Not even so much for the protection value, I'm not looking at it in that way, because as I said, if they want to blow up bad enough, they'll get into it. Just more for the fact of storage, really. Can tell you one thing though, it definitely feels so much better having an RG again. Oh my god, they're so good. Just everything takes so much less time, and with a tiered pick now, metal's not even that big of a deal. Like I could probably go without an Anki. But it's just the fact that I have a shit ton of kibble for it, and I thought, fuck it, might as well get one. And if it dies, it dies. I mean, it doesn't really hurt us. It's not like we went and tamed the kibble dinos and got the kibble from them. Another thing with the Facebook page, before I forget about it, is when I put up a vote of what game I should play, or what type of series on what game I should play, that'll give dudes a chance to actually have their say. So if you want to see me play a certain game, or maybe you want to see me try a certain type of series within a game, like such as ARK, well, when I put up a vote, that'll basically give you dudes a chance to have a vote. So if you'd like to have a say in that sort of shit, then definitely be sure to go over and like the page, and that way you won't miss out. Also, if you have any questions or anything like that you want to ask, that's the best place to do it. Or maybe you just want to say hello. You might remember in the last episode how I was saying basically where I am has been pretty flooded as fuck right now. Well, when I was saying flooding, I wasn't joking. If I can find any, I'll insert a video here or some pictures maybe of what was actually happening. Because it was pretty decent. One thing that's a pain in the ass now is how flak weighs so much. Like I guess if you play on console you probably don't have to worry about that just yet. And I mean it is annoying, but it was something that desperately needed to happen. There's nothing more annoying than when you PvPing with dudes and you put a full fucking magazine through someone and then some, and then they just switch armor and it's like, oh what was that? Was you just shooting nerf darts at me? And then there's the whole people running up to bases and C4 and it, just pretty much running straight through turrets. Like this isn't going to change that necessarily, but hopefully it's a step in the right direction to fixing that. Like I do believe to a degree that should be a tactic because it is a genuine tactic, but at some point there's got to be a line. While I'm waiting for the last of that to melt down, I'm going to go tame a couple Listro because I need them for something. Or Lystro as some people call them. Whatever keeps you from getting fucking tilted. It's so weird being back on the island and seeing 105s. Come on! What are the chances? That's 1, and that's 2. Now, is this a thing? 1, Okay, so that swaps what they're carrying with. There we go. Oh my god, it looks so wrong, but it's actually quite funny. I just love how the RG carries it like this. It's like, no, he is mine now. Right, now we can put our hide, fiber, fetch, all the light shit that usually takes up too many slots. We can just chuck it in there now so it doesn't take up all of our boxes and stuff. Boom. Yes. We have a vault, people. How fucking sweet is that they made the vaults hold up to 350? That's actually so good. This looks so wrong, look at it. It just never ends. I think the idea of what they were trying to do basically with that was so people that were building from after the update where it'd hold that much, they wouldn't build as many vaults. Therefore people wouldn't have to carry around like a billion C4 just to blow up a base's vaults once they got in. Alright, so what have we got? We've got our vault, we've got our fab, we've got our forges. Go farm up a quick little taming pen, we'll go put down an Enki if we can farm one. Tell you one thing I've had about enough of since the update is these fucking things. Alright, we should have pretty much everything we need to slap down a quick pen. Alright, that should definitely serve the purpose for what we need. And that took like no time at all to throw up, that's fucking... I'm just loving the farming shit right now. Now the question is, can we find an Enki worth taming? It's going to take a lot more arrows than I have, I reckon. There we fucking go. Who needs arrows? Let's knock you the fuck out with a club. Should go get some kibble, I suppose. Alright, we've got a saddle crafting. Now let's stock up the forges, so when we get back we can just chuck the metal in and we're good. Let's go hit up the gold nugs. We're up in the high life now. We're living the good stuff. We don't need no dirty nodes. I'm just kidding, baby, I love you. Stop fucking moving or you'll fall off the edge and then you'll get eaten by something. Feels bad to be on an Enki that doesn't one-shot nodes. Oh, fucking cunt. Get out of the hole. Stay where I put ya. Enki, me and you are gonna have fucking talks in a minute. I can already tell I don't like you. Just stay. Stop moving. Stop it. What are you doing? How are you even doing that? You're overweight. This fucking game some days, I tell you. Oh, it's ready for full release. Okay, it was definitely worth it for the crystal, that's for sure. Why the fuck does the Enki run when you drop it? Just stay where I drop you, for fuck's sake. If I want you to move, I'll move you. How the hell did I hit that from all the way over here? I remember that one update we got that just fucked the Enki. Like, it does this thing where it floats. You can't ride it unless you're literally above it anymore, where you used to be able to like just go to its foot and jump on it. And like when it floats and you can't mount it from underneath, that's kind of a bad combination of glitches to be having. Alright, that's the last of the metal offloaded. Do the crystal, I guess. Get some gunpowder happening. Alright, while that's doing its thing, we should go get some pearls for electronics and pay our friends the penguins another visit. Probably shouldn't try to kill the RG in the process. That'd be the icing on the cake. Ooh, that one had a lot of paste in it, holy fuck. I think that's the most paste I've ever got out of one of those type of dams. That's pretty good actually that that dam had heaps of paste in it because I was hurting pretty bad for paste at the moment. Hopefully we should get a decent amount of polymer because it's 1.5, or at least apparently the Enki seems to think different, but apparently it still is 1.5, so let's go. Alright. Door, please cooperate with me. Oh, okay. Not exactly what I had in mind, but that'll do. Alright, so all in all we got 29 C4 and a clicker, that's not too bad. Let me make some bullets up. Make a decent amount because I'll stash some of those. Make some long neck ammo as well. Try to use up all this gunpowder. I don't think this is going to be here, nor the Anki by tomorrow. With the amount of dudes that have been hanging around in the server, there seems to be 2 new groups and they've moved in either side of me, which is really, really annoying. I'm sure one of them knows where I'm built, at least in a couple spots. I don't think the other one knows. Just trying to use up all this gunpowder, so at least if it does get fucked up, they're not really getting anything. Well, they wouldn't have been getting a whole lot anyway, because there wasn't that much gunpowder in here, but the less they get, the happier I'll feel about it. Well, we made a little bit. We've got 29 C4, we've got our clicker, we've got a few bullets for different guns, we made a few guns, we've got our blueprint out, our kibble, and a few other bits that I'm going to go stash because, as I said, I'm pretty suspicious that the 2 new groups that moved in, at least one of them knows where I am. And I know that they definitely know where this farm base is, which I'm not too fussed about anyway. I'm not even sure what to do with the Anki. That's the part that sucks about playing solo the most, is the tames. Like, getting gear, that's easy as, but tames are the really shit part. If you lose them, it's a pain in the ass to get more of them. But I haven't really got anywhere to put it where it'll be safe, so I'm going to stash some gear, because that's like the only thing I can do really. And I'll try to figure something out for the Anki tomorrow, if it's still here by then. But we got a little bit done today, so that's good. Assuming everything goes to plan, we should be able to find some bases to blow into in the next couple days or so. But it's ARK, so anything can happen. I'm not making any promises. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to stop by and like the page so you can follow me and keep up with what's going on Facebook. And that way you get your chance to have your say, as I mentioned before. If you really want to, you can follow me on Twitter too, but as I said, I really use that mostly just to keep up with what devs are doing and shit. Whereas I'll use the Facebook page if people start to get behind it as a more casual thing, as well as just based around my channel. But anyway guys, that's been the video for today. And until next time, I shall see you later.
I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock. Think the people have spoken.